Hi, and welcome to Gay Out the City. I'm your host, Prince Electro Diamond, and today I am here with Just for Fans content creator, OnlyFans content creator, and go-go dancer Jehsuam. How you doing today, sexy?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm so sorry I've been
Welcome.
canceling on you.
Girl, I knew it's all good. Well,
I
this is
know,
the
but
thing.
I love your show. I was like, oh, I need to do this. I know you know Christopher. He's one of my best
Yes.
friends. And
Oh, he
then
is? Yeah.
yeah, he's one of my really good friends and he does like OF too, so like he kind of was like, okay, and then you reached out to me, so I just feel so bad. I haven't like just
Yeah.
gone to do it with you, but I'm glad we were able to do it today.
Yeah. I mean, believe me, baby, you ain't the longest. Somebody's been keeping me on the ringer since April.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really
So it's
not
like,
like that. Like, I honestly just, I had a lot of things going on, but like things just, yeah. But it's cool now.
yeah,
Okay.
work. So where are you originally from?
So I'm from Portland, Oregon. I was born and raised here.
Oh, work. I
Yeah.
am, as I said, I'm ready to leave where I'm from. So I'm originally from Florida,
Yeah, I
from
heard
South
you're like
Florida.
from Miami or like Florida. Like,
I'm about hour and a half, 2 hours from Miami.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
How's the party scene there?
Uh, this is the thing. I like Fort Lauderdale a little bit better because in Miami they have rules like so how I carry my shit because you follow me. I don't like wearing clothes. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, same. I'm
so
naked all the time.
so like how I carry my stuff around when I'm at the bar is like I have this like tiny little backpack
Yeah,
that I bring stuff in. In the clubs in Miami, you're not allowed to bring in backpacks no matter what size they are. I'm like, are you for real? Like you have women that are bringing in like giant purses, and I'm not allowed to bring in a backpack that's like that big. Like seriously?
yeah. Is it because of a security issue or like
Yeah. And
that's
they
lame?
say it's because of a security issue. And
That's
as I
lame.
pointed out, in one interview, since when has a drag queen gone to shoot up the club? Like, are you fucking for real? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, they check our bag when I go into the strip club, like my work. They always check our bags and stuff like that. Like just well, if you're like bringing alcohol or anything like that. But sometimes I'll sneak in a little something like of alcohol, but I'm not allowed to because they just think that like I don't know, like it's just weird. I wish we could carry like something just because they don't even walk us out. Like when we leave the club, and I always feel super like scared to walk out because we have a lot of creeps that like, will like follow us and stuff like that. But I'm glad they check our bags just to like be safe and stuff.
well, yeah.
But that's
So wait, what
crazy
do
that they
you?
do that for you.
Yeah, it's like whereas in like Fort Lauderdale, where I primarily go out, they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have at least I haven't had that problem yet.
Mm.
But I will. I think I might be going down there in a week. I don't know.
To where?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, $5 there. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. I've never been.
You-
I need to
I
travel
w-
more.
Here's the thing. Florida is a great place to visit. It is a terrible place to live, but it's a great place to visit.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's hot. Is it hot over there right
It's,
now?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
There. That's why y'all. I know y'all had your winter and had your
yeah.
snow. I would have taken that because literally there was like it rained here for like 4 weeks in a row, like
Oh,
almost
word.
every day. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like, are we in winter? Like,
Yeah, girl. See, with me, like, I just went to Arizona, like a month ago. I was in Phoenix, and girl,
yeah.
I could not breathe. Like, it just, I'm so used to cold in the winter and like rain that, like, when I'm around like heat, I feel like I can't breathe. It's so weird. Like, I don't know why, but like I don't know, like, I feel like when I'm around heat, or even when it's summer here, like, I can't handle it. It's so weird.
See, my thing is, I'm planning on moving to cold.
Ooh, okay. You're gonna love it. But don't get bored of it because see with us, we have this thing over here like we suffer from depression because it's so bad. Like we don't see sun a lot. Like it's so bad. Just rain, weather, like it's just like this constantly.
See, I don't mind that though. Like, my thing is, I don't know. Well, I'm planning on moving to Detroit, and like,
Ooh, okay, Detroit.
someone, yeah. I know the people always look at you and say like, "Why the fuck Detroit?" I'm like, listen, baby, I got an album to put out. I'm planning on putting it out this year. I need to be in a
Yes.
city where I can like fucking record, fucking afford to record.
Period. No, for sure. Do your thing. See, I want to
Yeah,
go to LA just to like pursue social media, but I don't know. I'm just always so like sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. You just gotta move out of your city, like to like pursue your dreams, you know?
yeah.
So do your thing, like put that album out.
I know it's just excited.
Hell yeah.
Well, let me. Okay, I'll say this. You're gonna like it because I'll say this. Jehusum's a fan of my music, so like,
Yes, I love your
yes,
music.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
I want to be in your music videos.
There's
Would you ever do like
one.
music videos?
I have not done a music video. I have,
Do you have a YouTube channel?
yeah,
I need to
yeah.
subscribe.
That's where
I haven't seen
these,
your. I've
yeah.
just seen your reels on Instagram, but I've never seen your YouTube channel.
Well, that's
I
where
need
all
to.
the full length videos go
Okay,
after they leave Twitch. They go to YouTube,
I'm gonna
and
subscribe.
yeah.
Okay.
And in terms of music videos, I have 3 concepts for 3 videos on this album. The problem
Yeah,
is I I, I need money. Anybody want to give me money? Like I
yeah. Put your Cash App. Put your Venmo.
girl, once my Venmo, this is the thing. When you go to my YouTube channel, on every interview, my Venmo link is in the description
Oh,
of all of
work. Yeah.
them.
Hell yeah.
I want I want money, like
No, yeah. That's
because
crazy.
well, as I was explaining to Peter when I interviewed him on Thursday, I'm like, I know this album's not going to cost as much as I think it's going to because
Hmm.
I make my own beats, I write my own lyrics. So literally, all I need somebody to do is go in, produce my vocals,
Yes.
studio time, and then master the album. I theoretically think, I know it's going to cost some money, but I don't think it's going to cost as much as I think it is.
Yeah. But sometimes, like, you just have to invest in yourself because that's important, you know?
Yeah.
So that's
And
good.
especially like this album is my basically it's my 20s. I'm just getting out of my 20s. I'm gonna be getting out of my 20s this year.
Girls.
I'm
Oh
turning
my
30 in a few months.
God. Twins.
Yeah. So you're Cancer too, right?
Yeah, I'm a Cancer. Uh-huh. You're a
Yeah.
Cancer too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we get along. That's how we get
Yeah.
each other. Yes. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a Cancer.
Yeah. My birthday is at the end of June.
Oh, so you're like June Cancer. Okay, cool. I'm a
Yeah.
July Cancer. I'm like, okay, so I hate my birthday because it's on July 5th. So it's just like right on July 4th. So I feel like my birthday is on July 4th. It's
Yeah.
annoying, but it's whatever.
Well,
I'm a big Cancer.
my thing is like I will say like that like I'm predestined. If they say like destiny's a real thing,
Yeah.
like my birthday is literally the same day as the anniversary of the Stonewall riots.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like one of those
I
like
just feel like
if
people
you're
forget about my birthday because it's on the 4th, you know? So it's like, oh, like, wait, your birthday's on the 5th? So it just like feels like I just have to it has to be on the 4th. It's so frustrating.
what? Well, how do people forget about your?
I know, right? Well, I mean, I'll just be like posting it and stuff, you know? Like, well, I mean, my friends obviously don't forget, but like, I just hate that it's on a holiday, like the next day, you know?
Oh
I don't know. I
yeah.
just feel like it's weird. Yeah.
And plus, it's like you're one age half the year and the other age half the other half of the year, so it's like
Yeah.
so that's why it's like I joke my friend's 30 now. My best friend's 30 now, and I tell him I'm like, you old man. He's like, you're gonna be 30. I'm like, shut up, I'm not turning 30.
Yeah. I just be saying I'm 20 something all the time. I don't really be telling my age. I don't like telling my age ever. Especially when I do at work. Like, I don't be like, how old are you? And I'm like, 20 something. Yeah.
They're gonna pay listen, they're gonna pay you because this is the thing, as long as you age well, because I
Girl,
will
it's all
say
this
this.
Botox that I get. It helps.
Oh, so you're not.
No, it's not real.
I'm.
No,
I'm.
well, okay, I'm actually real. Oh, well, all I get is Botox. I've never gotten fillers. I've never gotten my lips done or anything like that. I just get Botox. But Botox just, I don't feel like it's like that like fake because it goes away within 3 months. So I have to keep getting it done consistently.
Oh, okay. I will say this: all natural.
Yes.
As I say,
Period.
when people say like, when are you gonna get? Are you thinking about plastic surgery? I'm like, I'll get it when I need it.
Yes, that's what me too. I don't want to touch my face yet, but a little Botox don't hurt nobody.
Or
Yes.
so. So what was it like for you growing up as a kid?
My life. I had a really hard life, but I'm just like, well, I moved out when I was like 17. My mom was just not like supportive of me being gay. So like I moved out. I was trying to finish high school. Had a job, going to school at the same time. It's so weird because like I never thought that I would be doing what I'm doing right now, but I always knew like I was like, you know what, like I want to do something like out like I just always knew I wanted to do what I wanted to do, but I just never had like the
Right.
guts to do it. But my parents are really religious, so like they like were like not supportive of anything I wanted to do. They took me to fucking military school. So I was there for like 6 months. They thought I was a bad kid. They thought that like me going to military school was gonna like make me not gay. Didn't work. Didn't work. Um, but it was hot though. Like I was just like seeing all these military boys. I was like, it's so hot. I didn't go to military, but it was like military high school. It was pretty cool. Like Cadet Kelly. Have you seen that movie on Disney
I
Channel?
know. I know that movie, but no, I've not seen it.
But my life was it was just rough because I just didn't have my mom or my dad. To this day, like I still haven't spoken to my dad like within like last time I spoke to him when I was like 15. My
Okay.
mom
Wow.
passed away like 2 years ago. So it's just been hard. Like I just never really had my family in my life. But yeah, that's pretty like
I
it's been rough.
I know that. I also so my mom passed away when I was 18.
Oh my
So
God. Yeah,
you
see,
know,
it's
so
hard.
that was like to my coming out. That was 4 months. I came out 4 months after she passed away. So it's like I say in
Uh,
some ways I was fortunate because I only had to
yeah, yeah,
tell one parent.
yeah, yeah,
But I told my dad and my sister. My dad and my sister were supportive.
yeah, yeah.
And I found out, well, I just recently found out why my sister was so supportive because my sister just came out a
Oh,
few
see, my
months
brother
ago.
was gay too, but he passed away as
Yeah.
well. Like not literally not too long ago as well. Like I lost my mom and my brother like literally 2 years ago. It was so crazy how it all
Oh,
happened.
damn.
But my brother was like, it's so crazy because when my brother came out, my mom calls me and he's like, "Your brother's gay. Like you need to talk to him." And I'm just like, "What am I supposed to do?" Like, but it's just so weird. Like when he came out, my mom started to like finally accept me. It was weird how that happened. I'm like, but he was like the favorite of the family. It was so annoying. So, because I'm the middle child, so I was always just like, he got everything he wanted. He was always like the spoiled one, had the car, like all this stuff. And then like he passed away. But like it was so annoying how like once my mom started accepting me, my mom passed away. So it's just like it was rough. It was hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the person, I came out to somebody I shouldn't have. So I came out to a youth minister at the church, which,
Oh, see, I was a Jehovah's Witness. Were you religious? Were you religious too? Like super religious?
yeah, I was raised, you were raised Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, girl, like
Okay.
hardcore.
Okay. I was raised Catholic. I would say that's like one of the like, Jehovah's Witnesses probably, it's like the Seventh day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, Catholics, and then the rest of the Christians. That's how I put it. Because,
Oh man, we have a lot in common. Cancers.
yeah, yes. So, actually, since you're ex Jehovah's Witness, I can say this. Anyone who's Jehovah's Witness, I will not talk to you because you're fucking insane.
Yeah.
Literally, okay.
My dad
I'm
is so
so,
Jehovah's. He's like, oh, he's so insane. It's crazy.
I'm sorry. If you don't acknowledge the facts when you're born, I don't want to talk to you. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
anyway. So I told him about this performance idea I had with like a knife and how I practiced stabbing myself, like
Oh my god.
because I was dramatic, clearly. So
Yeah.
he left the room. He came back in about 10 minutes later. He said, "You have one of two options. Either you're coming with me or I'm calling the cops."
Wait, your dad?
No, the youth minister.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. See, like my church was so crazy. Like, so okay, story time. So like I had a boyfriend and they ended up finding out, like the church, like literally with like Facebook stuff. They were so this is like they're such a cult, like they're so crazy. They like to have us all together and they don't like us to go like and do our stuff. So I had a boyfriend back in the day when Facebook was popping. I posted me and him like kissing and stuff, and they literally printed it out. We had a group meeting and they showed my mom and like, so what is this? And I'm just like, and that's kind of how like I came out because like my mom found out about it and I was just like, it was
Yeah.
just so embarrassing. But they were crazy. But that's crazy they did that to you. Oh, that's
Well,
insane.
I didn't even tell you what this did. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So he took me to get a psych eval.
Oh my gosh.
I had they had told me I had passed it, but apparently, at least from the way I look at it, he didn't like the fact that I had passed it because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
went
yeah.
around and basically told them that I was lying. So as a result, I got locked in a mental institution for 64 hours. Yeah.
Stop.
Hmm.
That's wild. I don't get that. Like, that's insane. Like, how is that gonna help us? Like, do you ever think about that? Like, how is that like helping us?
Well, he thought I was. His excuse was I was suicidal. No, he didn't like the fact that I was gay, and
Yeah, no.
that was further proven because he put me into conversion therapy after I got out,
So dumb.
which
Do
they
you ever
thought,
think that your church there was any like high key, like low key, like gay people in there?
of course,
Yeah.
there's because this is the thing.
Hmm.
There are a lot of in Jehovah's Witnesses and in actually every religion. There are closet cases because you're taught that why don't Jehovah's Witnesses are more extreme than Catholics. Catholics, their problem is I would say this, and this is a controversial opinion, so any Catholics click off this, but Catholics and
Yeah, click
Satanism,
off.
yeah, Catholics and Satanism are literally so close together that, or no,
Oh yeah.
Catholics and witchcraft are so close together. They're
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
the same thing, except the only difference is one uses a cross and one because literally they drink the body and blood of Christ, which my dad never likes the fact that I point this out. I live at home and I've said this before. I'm like, that's cannibalism.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
That's literal. They're like, but it's symbolic. I'm like, I don't fucking care. You're the ones who said it's fucking cannibalism. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
and then
Yeah, all that stuff scares me.
they like chant, yeah.
It's wild. No, it's so weird because like a lot of people in my church, like were a lot of them were like gay, and they just never wanted to come out because it just would ruin their reputation. And see, I was really like in the church, like I was baptized. I had privileges in there. Like I was like, but I only did it though. This is the sad part. I only did it to make my mom proud, or like did it just to like get her off my ass, basically, just so that like I could just just do kind of what I wanted to do. But like it didn't help.
Well, okay. So are Jehovah's Witnesses baptized at birth or is it later?
No, no, no. So like you kind of have to show them in a way that you're putting in the work. So like I had to preach like like 40 hours like in a month, and I had to like just I don't know, like show yourself kind of like that you're like you want it and whatever. Like and then they do this thing where like within 3 days or 4 days they will like ask you like an interview question, like why do you want to get baptized? Why is this for you? And like I literally lied. I was like, okay, this is why I want to do this. Like just to like make my mom proud. Like I wanted it so bad, just so I can get my mom off my ass. Like it was so crazy. And I did, and I got baptized really young too, actually, like at 11. But yeah,
Well,
no,
that's
yeah,
well, no. Catholics are baptized at birth, like literally,
that's
like a
crazy.
few months after you're. So it's
Like,
like
what does that even do though? Like, you're really young, so it's like, but I get it. I mean, it's just like what
so
they do.
it does. It forces you. They basically force you through everything. They force you to like. get confirmed in the church, and then like the oddest part was
Oh, okay,
not.
okay. I see.
Yeah, later. That's later on when
See,
you're.
everyone has their own. It's different for every church. Yeah, it's weird.
And not long after I got confirmed. Well, this is the thing. Eventually, I stayed for about 2 years after I came out, and then I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm like, because
Fuck
because
this shit.
no, it's
No,
like I'm
literally,
done.
period. Yeah, I know, same. It's exhausting.
And it's like I always knew because like where the like boldness of how I dress now in drag came from. It was something that had been in my mind for years, but like
Yeah.
much like, well, you'll probably get this because you're also, and I'm saying this proudly, you're also a big bitch like I am, so you kind of understand this. Like
Yeah.
you probably have that vision in your head, like I have to be this weight, I have to be this skinny, and then at some
Yeah,
point
yeah.
I'm like, I literally right after the pandemic, I basically said like, fuck it, like I'm gonna wear what I want. If you don't like the way that I look, don't fucking stare at me.
Yeah, period. Yeah. But it's also, I think it also like me, like, I don't know, I have really bad body dysmorphia. Like, it's so bad. Like, even when I was younger or little, like, I was always like that. But it's even worse now because I'm in this industry where, like, I make content every day and, like, I'm also, like, performing every day. And it's just, I'm constantly around, like, bodies and, like, and in the back room or, like, the locker room, like, everyone's talking about their body fat. And it's just, like, in my head, I'm just constantly telling myself, "Oh my god, I want to get my body done. I want to get my body done." And like, it's just like you're just I don't know. You're never happy. You're never like. But I just try to be like. What really helps me is just like I just try to be myself. Like that's one thing. Like us cancers, we're just ourselves.
Yeah.
Like we're us. We're me. You know, and that's what we just got to keep doing.
Well, this is the thing, and I will say this,
Yeah.
and this is like a weird thing in terms of like you wanting to be like on my crew. First of all, this is my thing,
Yeah.
and I will say this is purely for the body positivity movement. If you don't have a fat ass, you're not going to be my backup dancer. Like,
No,
I'm not.
seriously.
Yeah, I'm not putting any skinny motherfuckers in my like.
No tweets. Sorry. Hope nobody
No,
gets
it's like
offended.
because it's like
Oh, I saw you interview Johnny Cakes. He has a nice booty.
yeah. Of course, I do love Johnny Cakes. Johnny Cakes and I got along. I mean, well, this is my thing.
Yeah. I'm glad he won.
Uh,
He deserved it.
yeah, and my thing is I get along better with people. Probably I'd say excluding you and Peter, but Peter I also feels like kind of has like an East Coast vibe to him.
Yeah.
So it's like I get along better with people from the East Coast overall than
Yeah. I
people who
love
are like
Peter. Yeah. Yeah.
originally from LA or live in LA and are originally from the West Coast because I
I
don't
just
I
think,
don't
yeah.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
do fake bullshit. I don't do fake bullshit. Like
Yeah. I think what it is just like, so me and Peter, like, he's my bestie. I think what it is just that, like, we're from Portland. We're not, like, in that whole, like, scene of LA where it's, like, plastic, very, like, TV,
yeah,
and I'm so happy he went on that show because he represented us, like, from a small town, you know, and, like, we're not, like, so I just think that that's probably why we get along as well. Like, I don't know, we're not like, I don't know, but I don't know, I'm very easygoing. I don't, that's one reason why, like, I'm intimidated of LA because, like, everyone's just so pretty. Like, oh, but I
my
don't know.
my well, they're also pretty, but they're also so, as I say, fake.
Yeah, that's what
Th-
you're saying too, like, fake.
yeah, that's what
Like,
I said,
literally.
and I will say it. I'll repeat it right here. I said LA is fucking garbage. I'm gonna stick with that. Like
Yeah.
it
No, yeah, that's crazy. No, you're right. You're right. Like, you're literally right. Like,
because
I
I
honestly would never go there because I am so, it's like, I don't know. They're just so, like, I don't know.
well from what
That's
Peter
why I love.
told me that they're
Peter
exploited.
has a nice body and, like, he just, like, I don't
Well,
know,
no,
he
but
has, like,
he said he
yeah.
felt exploited. He
Oh,
felt
really?
exploited working there.
Oh,
Yeah, girl.
I don't know. So, like, me and Peter
I'll
don't
send
go.
you.
We strip. So it's, like, totally different. That's another thing too. Like, so I don't really
Mhm.
go. I only go when, like, I get a booking gig out, like, in Oakland or LA. But
Yeah,
personally, like, what I do is I strip. Like, that's one thing I need to let people know in here. Like, as well, go and stripping is totally different. Like, stripping, we take
of
our clothes
course.
off, and then going is just like a lot of dancing and, like, they don't really do much. But me, it's like I'm gonna get in on the pole. But a lot of strippers too don't really take the clothes. I get all nude, like naked. That's my thing. But yeah, it's just different.
Well, I mean, and it's I get that, and like
Yeah.
the thing of like traditional go-go, it's like
Mhm.
it's I don't know. Like I will admit I don't know the entire go-go industry. I feel like I've learned as much as I can because like clearly
Yeah.
I'm the only one who will like consistently have y'all on even if you weren't on a show
Yeah.
because let's get real, most people ain't booking people like Jehsuam. They'll book Peter because Peter's on a show. They'll book Johnny
Yeah.
Case because Johnny Case is on a show, but it's like
Yeah. I want to be. I want to try. I want to like audition, but I just don't know how that works. I've tried like I know a lot of. You know what's crazy? I know a lot of the cast. I know. Do you know Judas?
okay, so I do
So
not
Judas used to
know.
live in Portland, and then he moved to LA to like follow his dreams, and like he kind of made it big in like in the industry, like Hollywood. He does porn too, and like what I do as well. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I need to get myself out of here so I can like go to LA, but like I'm just scared.
Well,
But
here's
I'm
the
also
thing.
getting old too, so like I need to like make up my mind.
Judas also, from what I heard, also lived in Texas at one point because I interviewed
Oh yeah,
somebody.
yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I interviewed Tommy Thick from there, who originally said that he was good friends with Judas and he was supposed to try and make a connection for me. I don't know if he ever
Yes.
did, but
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to make it out here. You know it is. That's why social
well,
media is so cool because like you can really show your talent and whatever happens, like you can like be noticed, but it's hard.
the thing is, you also have to want to like. I
Hmm.
say in some ways, and it's why you bitch don't get booked a lot, is because I don't want to conform to what everybody else does.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
That's what my drag sister tried to tell me. That's why I don't get booked because like
yeah.
she's like, okay, so if you want to get booked, you're gonna have to wear a dress and you're gonna have to lip sync and you're gonna have to. I'm like, why the fuck would I do that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Like
like
I
that your
can
drag is so different. Like that's so
no,
cool. Like be
thank you,
different. Like that's what keeps us like apart from anybody else, like cancers. Like
yeah,
I don't know. I like that you're not like that. That's honestly real. I like that about you. Like yeah,
thank
don't
you.
change. Please don't change because like
I'm
that's so cool. I like that you sing, you do your thing. Don't change for nobody. Literally.
I'm not going to. I mean, the only time I will change is she wants to do my makeup at some point, and I'm gonna let it'll
Yeah.
be like it'll be like the first time I do like a reveal because like the world
Yeah.
hasn't really seen like granted I always say I always let the guests see me out of this, but I won't let the audience because it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Do you get
I run
nervous?
no what
Do
nervous in
you
what
do
way?
you like do you still like ever get nervous like when you're around a big crowd?
Um, I get nervous like right before I go on, but like
Okay.
once
But
I'm
when you
in
go
the
on, yeah, in your
yeah.
moment, like that's cool.
The last time I was like extremely nervous was it's when I did a Twitch live and I did my friend Milo's song Gypsy
Yeah.
as a cover, and I'm like that was nerve wracking to me because it's like he's like you did a good job, you gave a good shot. I'm like yeah, but I don't know what you thought of me as an artist before I did it. So that's why I was fucking scared. Like
Yeah, yeah. Do you
so
have a drag do you like when you go up and stuff like do you just sing or do you like have like a certain number like that you do like what
I
is it that you do?
as I say I would describe it as I sing and I rap depending on
Oh
where
shit,
I'm
yeah, 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 that's cool.
depending on where I'm working will depend. If I work in a because I've worked in straight bars before. If I work in a straight bar and an open mic night, I'm gonna be doing mostly originals, maybe one cover in there, just like to end a set. But if like I'm in a gay bar, I do covers because gay people don't like things that's original. They just want to sing the cash out.
Or Ariana Grande.
Yeah, that. That's why I looked at all the gays' obsession with yes and I'm like
Oh, do
you
you like that
motherfucker.
song?
I like it, but I'm like I'm
It's
thinking
kind of a bomb. I was like showering like this morning. I was like, I kind of like this song. I was like,
but okay, let me put it this way: you've heard some of my songs. You're gonna hear you've heard some of them, and they're gonna be on the album. My
yes.
style, and Ariana Grande style, two completely different.
Yeah.
But it's because I'm edgy. Like
You need to be on a TV show. I feel like you'd blow up.
see, that's would you're
Yeah.
see the thing is, as I explained to Peter and Johnny Cakes when I interviewed him, I'm like, there's no singer songwriter show. That would be what I would pitch to somebody because it's like I could do really well in that because it's like
See, us cancers, we're super like that's what I was telling one of my friends, like I wanna like direct, I wanna do like my own show. Like you like how we're just starting out like
yeah,
we're very like producer, we really wanna direct, like make our own show. Like that's so cool that how we're like that. We're like the same thing.
but if I were to like do this is what I said to Peter and Peter agreed that I could do it. If okay, I will say this. If Go for the Gold comes back, it's not
Hmm.
coming back. I know why it's not coming back, but I'm not allowed to say anything. But
Oh, I didn't
it's
even know that.
well, it's not coming back for right now because there are conflicts. There's conflicts going on. I won't say with who. But it's like so if it were to come back and Greg McKeon wants to switch host, I'm like put your bitch as the host cuz like I can host a fucking show. Like
Hell yeah, I can see you do that. You would fuck that up. Or they should just put you as the host.
that's what I'm
This
saying.
is
Like
go go or the goal. You would fucking
cuz
rock that shit, bro. Like that was so
yeah.
cool.
And my thing is like it doesn't take me as long as other drag queens to get ready and it's like
Yeah, yeah.
you don't have to spend a ton of it's like
Put the
I'll just
mic and you're ready to go.
yeah, it's like literally it's like it takes me half an hour to get ready, like half an hour 40 minutes to get ready in drag. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it don't take me 2 hours like everyone's like I have to make sure my eyes are detailed. Just slide
Yes.
these on. Don't got to
Touch
worry
up.
about shit.
You're good. That's so cool. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay. Okay, so I'm going to rephrase it this way. So, what made you want to get into stripping?
Oh my god. So I literally was broke. Like I had lost my job. I was working at T-Mobile and I got fired and I just was like I needed to pay my rent. And I was just like and I was living at my mom's at that time. And I was like, what the hell do I do? What the hell do I do? My brother was just like, just go dance. Like, I don't know why you're so nervous to do that. Like, just do it. And I was just like, and I always wanted to do it. I don't know why. Like, what, like, I wanted to do it when I was 21, but I just never had the confidence. Like, I was like so scared, so scared. Now that I do it, like, it's like nothing. And that's why when I do it, like, oh my God, this is like what I was always meant to do. But, yeah, like literally just what made me start was just like I was broke. Literally, like I needed to pay my rent, and that night I made over $500, and I was like, okay, like this is like cool. I was like, work, like let's do this. And then I got hired on the spot. They told me to keep going, keep coming, and but yeah, that's really what made me. I don't know, like it was mainly just like I just needed a job. Like that's really what happened, and then I just fell in love with it. And then after that, like just things started to blow up for me a little bit. Like it was weird. Like I don't know, I just started to really fall in love with dancing. Like I always like as a little kid, like I always danced my whole life growing up. That's how my mom knew I was gay because like she would see me like on the TV, like like just dancing to music videos on MTV and stuff. Like I just always knew this is what I wanted to do. But when I just did this, I was like, it was just like second nature to me. It was weird, but yeah, it was crazy how it all happened. But yeah, that's literally what happened. Like that's what made me like do it.
So, I will say the crazy thing is like when people say like what made you want to become a drag queen. So,
Yeah,
I had visions of what became Prince Electro Diamond starting at about 15
yeah.
and then when I first went out to the bars because I was performing in straight bars, I'm like, well, I can't do drag in straight bars. well, I didn't even have that thought where somebody's like, they saw
Mhm.
me like 1 week and they're like, man, you just get so into it. And like, I told them about all this stuff and they're like, yeah, just do it. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
and I did. And like, the thing was, as I always say,
yeah.
the bar I performed at, the owners were cool with me except for like one night.
Oh
So
my god.
one night I had like ended one of my sets by screaming motherfucker into the microphone.
Like super loud.
Yeah, I went like motherfucker and like, and then I went into this dance break, and then the owner came up to me the next week. She's like, "Yeah, don't do that." She's like, "There's old people in the audience. Like, don't do that this week." I'm sorry. I'm at a bar. Like, I'm not allowed to fucking swear. Like,
Oh god. Everyone swears. Yeah.
straight.
You know,
It was just straight.
do a lot of drag queens. So like I went to a drag show and like in my town, right? And I didn't notice that like a lot of drag queens like sing, like actually sing. Like I know that like they lip sync, but now that you're telling me that like you like sing, that's it's starting to make sense because like I didn't know that like drag queens actually sing too. That's cool. So they
Well,
just do like
that might be a Portland thing because
yeah. And she
let
literally
me,
will sing and like and then she like because that's part of her performance
yeah,
or it's like or like that's her song. And I'm just like, dude, that's cool. Like, I don't know. I just think that's cool. That's what I'm saying. Don't change you. Keep doing you because
no,
like that's work. Like, I love that for
that's
you.
that's why. Like, I've been booked at gay bars. Like, I got to perform there once, and they're like, "Oh, we don't want you back because you sing live." I'm like, okay. So the same like you want the same four people because this bar was this small and it was the same four people. So you want the same four people. They're all gonna lip sync to different songs.
Yeah,
Why don't you
yeah.
have me in there who like? It's like you can fucking. Well, I would say you can choose my songs, but no, I don't. See, and
I
like
get it.
if I were
Yeah,
given like a show,
yeah, yeah.
what I would do is like I would do a hybrid of stuff where it's like I do like mainly originals, I throw in some covers and like
I love that. See, you're like very like I like that about you. That's so cool.
well yeah, and I can the other thing is, as I say around here, drag queens are jealous because they can only do their two numbers and I can do 45 minutes to an hour.
Period. Work. That's what's up. I love that. Okay, now
I
that we're talking about this, I have to tell you something. So I did like okay, this is like in the beginning of like my like stripper career. Like I remember like I got like asked to do like a little like performance at my one of my gay clubs here in downtown Portland. And they're like, "Do you want to do like a number?" And I was just like, what do you mean? Like I don't like I just get on a pole and I get naked. What do you mean? And they're like just get cute and like do a number on. I was like, okay, well I can do that. And I did. And it was just I mean, it was different for me. Like, I don't know, I've never done anything like that. I never and that's when I realized this is not what I wanna do. Like, I'm just a dancer. I'm not like a performer that wants to like do all that. But I was kinda like drag it was kinda like drag stripper vibes. I don't know if you know what I mean? So, like, I just put something sexy, like a cute little outfit, and then, like, I just did like what song did I do? I think I did like a City Girl song, like by JT
Oh, okay.
and and I
Because
just it was just funny. It was just funny, but everybody was like fucking with it. Like I was like, okay, like this is cool. This is good, some good money. But then I realized this is too much work. I was like, it's a lot of people watching you, and I was like, this is a lot. Like I just felt like people were staring at me too much, and I can't. And it's so funny because I don't know. Like that's when I realized like yeah, like drag is not something I would ever do. But like it's just but it was fun. It was cool.
it's well for some people, a lot of
Yeah.
like what they do is because like I say in some ways I say a lot of drag queens have it harder because they have to do jumps and splits and stuff.
Oh
You
fuck yeah, that's crazy.
you you will never see me in a split because the thing is like
Yeah,
everyone's like I'm singing live. Like I don't have to like drop down and do all that shit.
that's crazy. Do you watch RuPaul? I mean, Drag Race?
I I have up until so I saw this week's episode of this season, but like I haven't been keeping up because like my thing is, and this is the thing I would say.
You don't like
well,
it.
well, no, I like Drag Race. No, my thing is like, get it the fuck off of TV. Like, get it on Paramount Plus or something. Like, nobody our fucking age has cable. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Everyone's like on YouTube or like we're just on our phones vibes.
Like
Yeah.
I like the only reason there's cable in my house because I'm living at home and like
Yeah, I feel
my
you.
dad won't get rid of like satellite. I've tried to convince him so many times. I'm like,
Yeah,
I bought him a Roku. I'm like,
I just got that. Yeah.
it's like literally I'm like,
Yeah.
because especially he watches like all those like Chicago Fire shows and shit. I'm like, that's all on Hulu, right? You press the app. You don't got to watch a bunch of commercials. You just press a button, press play.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta ask you something. Do you watch Zeus?
No,
Like
but I've
Baddie
heard about
East and
Zeus.
Baddie West? Or like that show?
No, I heard about Zeus.
It's like Bad Girls
first...
Club.
Yeah,
Girls Club. Yeah.
I heard about Zeus the first time when I think Bobby Lights had like a dating show on there.
Oh yeah. There was a guy that from our town called Big Purr. He's like a rapper, like he's pretty like known in our like city, and he came on the show. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Bobby Lights. He's cute. I like him. What do you think about him?
I've been trying to get him on here. Like that's
oh, for real.
the first time I heard about Bobby Lights was I saw him do an interview on the Breakfast Club and like
oh yeah. He's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like for the cameras or if that's really how he is, you know, because we don't even know like if it's cameras or that's just like how.
This is what I like about Bobby Lights. Bobby Lights has a natural ass. Like
yeah.
So many people are like,
no, I heard. Well, let me not say anything.
Say whatever you want, boo. You heard it's not real.
I heard it was like booty shots. Like yeah. I feel like everyone in this. I feel like everyone in this industry gets booty shots. Like, fuck, I'm about to get some too. I don't even give a fuck.
You don't need them.
I want it. I just want some hips, girl. Like, I want some hips, and then like, yeah.
Because you don't have. I don't have that problem. Like,
you have a nice booty, okay, girl.
Thank you.
No, I just want to have more curves. I know, because us guys, we don't have like that. So like, I just want to be a little bit more like put my fat into my hips. But then again, like I don't know, I'm too scared to do the whole like booty shot. You gotta be careful. Everyone out here that's listening to this, be careful. Don't do that. Like, go to an actual doctor and like get that stuff because it's scary.
Yeah, because this is the thing. What you're doing is fat transfer. Who do I know who did that? Pretty Boy Rock did that. He's a rapper out in LA. I will say this. He's
illegal injections. That's what I'm talking about. Not booty shots. Illegal injections. Yeah, be careful with that because that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you don't need illegal injections. Your ass is already huge. Like,
yeah,
it's like that's why when I hear people like talk about padding and stuff, and somebody told me like you need to pad, I'm like, so I need to make my already large ass larger?
Girl,
like,
no.
This don't make
off.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, this don't make any sense. Like, first of all, if I do that, none of my bodysuits will fit because they fit my ass as it is now. Like, well, hopefully, I've been bad this month. I have to get into a bodysuit tomorrow, and like,
I love bodysuits. I just started getting into like I wear you know like it's like this underwear line called Leak NYC. They're from New York. I'll send you a link. It's really, really pretty. They have like really nice bodysuits. But I don't know. I started liking them. They're like really cute. And they make your butt look good.
See, I get mine from this company called Inserum.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
girl, I want to learn how to sew.
Yeah. I don't know how to sew. I barely know how to like.
Girl, you're like me. Like, make it for me. I'll pay you.
Well, this is my thing. I know how to stone shit, but like I don't.
Oh, that's cool.
Do it.
I don't know how to do that.
Hot glue gun. It's like
Yeah,
that's why I want my own apartment. I want to be able to like do
that's cool.
whatever and like um do stuff on my own time because like
Yeah,
that's the one thing that I hate about living at home is like
yeah.
I'm especially like my dad adopted like a psycho dog like last year.
Oh,
That's like it tries to attack me like almost every day.
oh my
And like
God.
so I'm like a prisoner here, at least the way I feel. Like
Oh my God.
every time like he has to like go grab the dog and like put her away. Every time I try and like leave my room, it's like fucking crazy.
Look at shit show.
That's why
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like it's time to leave.
Yes.
So okay. So how have you reacted when people have I'm gonna say inappropriately touched you while either stripping or go-go
I literally have socked them in the face. I'm just kidding. No, I never do
dancing?
that. Wait, so like how do I feel about it or like
How have you reacted? Like,
so with me, like I'm fine with it as long as you're tipping me. That's all that matters for me. Like I'm cool with like touching, but as long as you're tipping me. Like a lot of people just like think because we're obviously nude and we're naked, like they think like, oh, like touch, 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 touch. But it's like, babe, no, like put some money in. And then to me, it's even like, you know what's crazy? Even when I'm getting like touched and they just put $1 in, it makes me feel like so. I feel like it's so disrespectful because it's like really $1 and I'm here naked showing you my hole. Like at least put like a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally naked and you're like wanting to go in my hole and stuff. Like, dude, like. But I mean, how I reacted, I think I mean, I'm okay with it as long as you just tip. But when they don't tip, I automatically get really mad. I just like I won't even pay attention to them anymore. Like some of them like will treat me like shit. Like they're like, get on here, get on here. Like they'll treat me like a dog, and it's so annoying because like I'm on stage and I'm just like, no, fuck you. Like don't be touching me. Like you know, and then you know what I'll do? Like once I see someone's tipping me like crazy, like I'll just pay attention to them more and then like let them touch me more, like so they get like jealous and shit. Like, but yeah, it's crazy.
see, my thing is, it's only happened once. So, like,
Yeah.
I was sitting in a bar,
Uh
and
huh.
like, it was not a place with like, I was performing at a place that had a backstage. So, when I wasn't performing, I was just sitting among the audience, waiting, letting other performers perform. And
Hmm.
some drunk motherfucker literally said, I want to see what you look like without your wig, and ripped my wig off my head.
Oh, what?
Hmm.
Stop. No. Oh,
And
that
I'm
is
like,
so crazy.
and it's like, baby, you glad I'm in a good mood? Because if not, I would be untying this platform shoe and it'd be going right upside your head.
Oh my God. See, with me, like, that's just crazy. Oh, hell no. See, the thing is with me, like, I've had a guy, like, slap my ass so hard one time that I got so pissed. And I was like, I literally grabbed his hand like this. And I was like, don't touch me like that. And he got all scared. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, dude, just don't. Like, people just take advantage. And that's the shit that makes me mad. It's like, you're already getting it all. Like, like the fantasy, but it's like, don't take advantage. Like, people think that we're like, I don't know, like, it's like a sex party or some shit, but like, I don't know. I think it's also too because I work at a gay bar, strip club slash bar.
Yeah.
But they need to realize it's not just a bar that you can just sip and like watch us, but be respectful. Like, that's so fucked up they did that to you. That makes me mad. I would have fucked them up. I would have threw a drink at them, literally,
See, this is the thing. I
and got your
wasn't.
wig and be like, girl, I got you.
See, my thing was I wasn't like. Granted, it was. I
Cause
lived in
me, I'm
Atlanta.
ready to fight. I'm that type of stripper. Like I mean, my friends will tell you, like I'm always ready to fight. Like they will tell you. I've had drinks thrown at me. Like I'm crazy like this. Like it's crazy.
See, I was at a bar in Orlando. I lived there for 4 years. I was visiting at this point, but
Yeah,
it's like the bartender knows who I am. So like, if I do something, I feel like they're and they know it's not like I was drinking that night. So it's like I was sober, so it's like this
Yeah.
isn't a drunk
Were they
mistake.
were they drunk that did that, or like?
Yes.
Motherfucker, fucked up.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
well, here's the thing. Now people,
Mm-hmm.
I will say, now that I wear like bodysuits primarily, I feel like I haven't ever had to do it in like, this is a predominantly white area that I'm living in now.
Yeah.
I feel like once I moved to like Detroit and I'm in more of like a predominantly black area,
Yeah.
because black guys are into me.
Yes.
I feel like there may be sorts of things with hands, but it's like here's the thing. Nobody's gonna be able to reach anything because when I go out and like perform, I wear fishnets now. So it's like
Okay. Work.
you could try to finger my hole, but first of all, it's like you're gonna have to get through the fishnets. You're gonna figure out, and by that point,
See,
I'm
guys
hoping
are
that my
crazy. Like they like. I had a guy like literally one time rip my underwear, and I was so fucking pissed. But like with the nets, those are hard because it's like can't
no,
even
you
like
can't. You
you
can't do
can't.
anything.
That's crazy.
You can't, well, no, and if anyone tried to break my fishnets, I'll be like, okay,
You're buying me new
here,
ones.
yeah, I'd be like, here's a link to the Amazon order. You're buying me new ones, exactly. Like, don't
Yeah.
don't fuck with my fishnets. I'm like,
Yeah. It's crazy.
so okay. So have you ever had a tip stolen from your body?
A tip stolen from my body, like
Mhm.
oh my god. I've had people like pick up the money and then like it was so awkward for me because I was like, that's mine. But like from my body. No, I never got it from my body, but just like okay, so people were tipping me, but they weren't even the ones that were like that took it. It was just some random that was just picking up the money. And I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, like if you want to dance, you can come on Monday and audition. But I was so mad because I was like, girl, why are you picking up that money? That's one thing you don't do is pick up money that's on the floor. Don't ever do that. Even like drag
See,
queens, don't ever do that. That's not your money. That's not your place. Yeah, not cool.
well, see, bitches know not to try that with me for two reasons. One, as you pointed out, I'm singing live, so if I see you trying to steal my money, I'm holding a microphone. You don't think I'm gonna tell the DJ, stop the track? What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Oh my god. Period.
And
As you
and point
said.
yeah, and point number two, you unfortunately you're like what? You're like 5'6", right?
Yeah, 5'6", uh-huh.
Yeah. See, I am 6'3". I could like not that I'm a violent person, but I look like I could fuck somebody up. Like,
Yeah. You're tall, that's cool.
yeah,
I wish I was taller. I'm so short.
everyone does. I sometimes
You know there's knee surgery now? It's crazy.
to make yourself taller. Yeah,
But I would never go through that. That's crazy.
no,
Hell no. I'd rather stay short.
no. That's why like any unnecessary surgeries. It's like
Yeah.
when granted, I love Nicki Minaj.
I love her. You're a barb?
Uh, I'm kind of a fan of like a lot of people. I would say
Going Sri Lanka.
overall, my favorite person is Gaga.
Oh, Gaga. What happened to
Yeah,
her? She's so quiet now. I miss her.
she's
She's like
well,
trying to be a
okay.
big actress.
Well, no, she's from what is rumored, she's in the studio, so she's gonna
Ooh.
be releasing music this year, I think.
Yes. Did you ever go to her concerts and stuff? Like I went to one,
Uh,
what's the one that I like? The one with the skull and the hair. I dressed up like that.
wait, the skull and the
And the pink hair. That one album, like she had okay, so it's a skull. She's wearing like a tuxedo and it's a pink hair.
Born This Way.
Yeah, that's the one I went to. It was so crazy. It
I
was
did.
cool.
I went to the tour after that. I went to Art Rave.
Oh man, that's hurts. But yeah.
And I wanted to go to the Born This Way ball, but literally she got injured before she got to Florida, so I didn't
So you love
get
Gaga.
it.
That's cool. I love her. I like her. I
Yeah.
like her perfume. It's good.
I've never smelled. There's some like I am a huge Gaga fan, but I'm not like the fanatic fans who like
Yeah.
she was her birthday is this date and she was
Oh,
born
like
on
you're not
this.
like a big fan, like obsessed
No,
vibes.
no, because like my thing is I have my own career. Um,
Such a Cancer. I love it.
that's why it's like
I love that.
my biggest fan is also a huge
Who
fan of
inspires you,
Gaga.
like as an artist? Just like, do you like getting Lady Gaga or like who? Or
I
like,
would say yeah, Lady Gaga. This is the thing. I have so many different inspirations. Like I'd say Lady Gaga, Madonna, Britney Spears,
oh yes, Britney. I love her.
Christina Aguilera, Anastasia. Like
Yes.
anyone who's like a big like big like diva, especially like a vocal diva.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And their outfits
I'm
are like to die for. They're always just like, I don't know. They always have like hair. Like Lady Gaga was always so. That's why I like your whole like look aesthetic. That's so cool. I don't
and
know.
here's
That
a
just makes
and
them
here.
them.
Thank you. No. Believe me, if I ever get to make like some of my ideas, because like
Yeah.
if I have like the perfect outfit for an award show. I'm gonna say this. If anyone steals my shit, I'm gonna fucking sue you when I get
She's gonna
money.
sue you.
But it's like my idea is like to have like this like orange wig and then like have like a leather jacket that shoots like flames out the back
Yeah. That's
and then
so
like
cool.
wear like a pair of like briefs and then like have shoes that also shoot flames out the back when I'm walking down
Write all this down
red
or like
carpet.
draw it or something. That's so cool.
Yeah, as I said, that's not the
Manifest it that way. That's what I like to do. Like I literally like that's what I do with like with stuff that I want to create. Like
I
I
need
literally will just draw it down.
I need money. I need money. That's the thing.
True, true. Yeah.
I would love to manifest all my ideas. Like
I know.
I
Why is everything so expensive? Literally.
this is the thing. Like so to one of my music videos, going back to music. So like
Yes.
one of them is like as I say, it's like art, life imitating art. So like this album is like I want to start it and like just start with me like hardly any or no. I want to start like white makeup. So like I want like
Oh,
really
okay.
light makeup and I'm in a black wig and I'm in a mental institution and then like
Ooh, yes.
and
Vibes.
then all of a sudden it like snaps out of that at one point and then like I'm in a church in a red wig and like I have these two like sexy Latino backup dancers and like they're like dance
Tell me
and
why
like
I'm like picturing it right now in my head. That's so hot.
and they're like dancing with me and then we're like making out and then like all of a sudden at one point one or both of them I haven't decided yet both of them like kneels me over the like I don't know whatever those kneeler things are they like kneel me over them like they simulate fucking me like
I love it. I love it. That's such a good idea. I like that. I literally was.
and
I can picture that. I can literally picture all that.
and then as we're like done they're like pouring like gasoline in the church and then like all of a sudden they set the church on fire and
Yes,
then
burn the
we're out in the
church.
parking lot.
I love all that.
I do. I'd love to do this idea. The problem is no money. As I say, I was like, I told this to my best friend. I'm like, he's seen the 3 ideas I have for music videos. I'm like, he's like, these are so good. I'm like, yeah, but I don't got any money to start them. Like, especially
Yeah.
like after I move and put money in the studio, like I don't think I'm gonna be in the hole, but I'm definitely not gonna be in like a good place financially. Like
Yeah.
especially like I have some ideas of remix of people I want to like
Yeah.
songs I want to do remixes on. One of them is like, I want to reach out to Pretty Boy because I know Pretty Boy, and like my
Pretty boy,
song
who's Pretty boy? Oh yeah,
Pretty Boy Rock, yeah,
yeah.
and on like my song Too Much Ass for You, I feel like if he takes out the bridge and like puts in a rap verse in there and like on
Yeah.
this like trap beat, I'd love that. I gotta talk to him, but like he said, if ever you want to reach out to me, DM me, girl. And I'm like, I'm gonna take you up on that, like,
Yes. Take up on that for real.
because this is the thing. I love supporting like
Yeah.
I love supporting talented queer people.
Yes.
I think
Especially people.
if you have no
Yeah.
talent, I'm not gonna support you. But like if
Yeah.
you are, because there are plenty of okay. So how much do you know of people in LA, like Go-Go's and all that in LA?
I know a few.
Do you know who Tokyo is?
Tokyo? No, I do not.
Okay,
Like
Tokyo
Abby?
is
This is dance with Abby?
he performs at beaches a lot,
Bitches. No, I don't know. No, I don't know him.
which is okay. Well, let me put it this way: Tokyo is a go-go dancer and rapper. I'm putting
Mm.
rapper in quotes because I hear his music and I'm like, how the fuck can you not rap on the beat? Like, it's not that hard. He's been doing rap songs for years. I'm like,
Yeah.
I heard his new album. I'm like, or one of his songs from his new EP. I'm like, you have three other motherfuckers who are just go-go dancers who are out there out rapping you, and you're the one who paid for the studio time. Like, bitch.
Oh, hold on. Is it the one from the Go-Go and the Gold? That white boy?
No,
The
no,
cute
no,
white.
no, no.
Okay, because he raps.
Okay. Do you know this show? For the love of Dilfs.
Oh.
No. Well, so he was on that show.
Okay. No.
No.
Have you seen the one show like that with Tiffany Pollard? Like it has like go-go dancers as well, or like they're like artists. I know there's a lot of shows that I haven't seen. Like I'm shocked that the one that you just said right now
Uh.
I haven't seen.
Okay. No. I think you talk about Hot House.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to be
So
on that one.
so I have interviewed one of the judges from Hot House. Nikki Monet.
Ooh. Yeah.
Nikki Monet. She works in Fort Lauderdale. So like I've met her and like story
Connection.
is story is one of the contestants from that show who also works in Fort Lauderdale. I approached them to come on this show and they tried to ask me for money. And I'm like no, I'm like, bitch, you were eliminated fourth. I ain't paying you shit. You didn't even win the fucking show. Like
Oh shit, my
that's
phone's
the
about to
thing.
die.
Yeah. It's like my thing's oh shit. Okay, technical difficulties. Let's see if we can get him back on. Figures this happens. Technical difficulties. I'm going to give him a few minutes and we'll see. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to fix my hair a little bit. Let's see. All right. And
Phone died.
no, you
But
good,
you were
babe?
saying, yeah, sorry, I'm charging it right now.
Okay, you're good. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, like, so what I was saying is like at this point when the person had asked me for money, so I had already interviewed Rico, who was winner of Go for the Gold season 1, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, he's so cute. I like him.
he is. We'll say he's attractive. Does he have the best? Well, I will say this: does he have the best personality? I didn't see it.
Hmm. See, that's the thing. What happens with these shows? Like, I feel like they forget who they are. That's one thing. Like, it's the clout. The
Well,
clout.
other thing was, girl showed up late. Girl showed up an hour late. Like, so I was sitting here like done up for an hour, and like,
Oh my god! I hope you don't hate me now. Like for like
no,
constantly don't hate me. I love you.
love you too. Well, here's the thing: you came here, like,
Yeah.
well,
No, I
this is
think that it's just the clout. Maybe like that's what it is. Like the fame.
Did you see the whole interview I did with Peter?
Honestly, I did. Okay, okay. I was so drunk last night from work. I was eating Taco Bell, and I only got to the part where like when he was talking about like the whole like political stuff, and then I didn't finish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So okay. So I'm gonna be first of all before I say this,
yeah. What?
I'm gonna say I love you. So what had happened? So what had happened was
Uh-uh.
when I booked when I booked you,
Uh-huh.
I'll up to this. I'll own up this to you. I did what was called deceptive booking, which is essentially like I was booking you trying to get to Peter.
Oh yes, that's what made me go on. That's okay. I did hear that. You know what's so funny when I got because I was watching it and I was like, this mother. No, but honestly, that's tea. I like that. That's so funny because when Peter would come to work, I was just like bragging. Well, I wasn't bragging, but I was just like, because everyone at work knows I do social media. That's like what I do. I'm always on live, and like, he was like, oh, like he wants to do a podcast. He wants to do like an interview with you. Like he asked me to, because Peter like just got on TV, and he was like, he asked me to, but I said no, and I was just like, oh, well. But that's so funny though. Yeah, and that's so because remember I told you I was drunk and I was like,
Yeah.
and I literally go on your page and like, put me on. Yeah,
That's
that's
why
so funny.
I'm like, well, but the thing is like it's
No, you're funny.
that's the only time I've done that. I haven't done that
Nah, you're good.
yet.
I feel bad either way because like this is what you do and like I don't want to disrespect you. Or like I was like, I bet you she's like gonna cancel me. I'm like, no, don't cancel me.
Well,
But
I
yeah.
mean, well, girl, you know you've been canceled twice.
I know. Oh
Well,
my god.
everything that needs to happen will happen in time. And the thing is, like,
Nowadays, I feel like you get canceled for anything. It's so crazy.
in
Gotta be
terms of
careful what they
like,
say.
people. Here's the thing: I have some people who have now agreed to stuff publicly, so now I'm holding them to it. Not you, but like, okay. Do you know who Ricky Roman is?
No.
Oh, okay. So Ricky Roman is a OnlyFans content creator.
Does
I
he do
think he's
Twitter?
yeah, he does. He has Twitter. Yeah,
Ricky Roman. That sounds like super familiar. Is it in LA?
he lives in New York.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know him.
So anyway,
I need to
like,
go to New York.
so he has now agreed to stuff publicly. So now I keep on like mentioning it to him. It's like so now you've commented on one of your pictures that you haven't forgotten about me. So now you have to do this. Like
Okay.
I'm like it's like now I'm gonna get on your ass until you finally get here.
Okay.
but but I knew it's like,
Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. I just feel like just I don't know. I don't. But I felt bad. I was like, you're never gonna want to work. You're never gonna want to interview me ever again. But yeah,
well,
that's why I
no,
was like, you know
here,
what? Let me just. I was like, because I literally was eating. Like I had just finished like making like a lunch because I'm about to walk my dog in a little bit. But it was so funny. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just do it. I'm not like, I don't want to keep holding it. Like, let's just do it. I don't care.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, now that you've come here,
Mm-hmm.
I probably will, especially if we don't finish the questions, because I'm not gonna try and keep you too long. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
especially if we don't like finish the questions, I will probably ask you back, and it's like we'll just have to like make it work. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's plenty of people I've
Or I can come
wanted to
back
ask back on. Yeah,
if you want me to.
I like you, of course.
Yes.
So it's like, so what made you want to become a content creator?
Um, honestly, like I just love the whole like creating content. That's my thing. But like personally, like I didn't see it as a job yet. It was just more like a hobby for me. Like I just started to wait, like are you talking about like the Twitter content or like the Instagram content?
OnlyFans,
Okay,
just for girls.
OnlyFans. Okay, so it's so funny because you know remember when Tumblr was a thing?
Yes.
Okay, so like Tumblr was like I don't know, there was a time when people like were posting like their like semi news, but like I started doing it too, and like I don't know, like I just kind of liked the whole like taking sexy pictures and like and I didn't know it as like okay, like this can be like a job or whatever. But then Twitter happened, right? And I didn't see it. I just didn't even see it as like okay, you know, this can be a job. But like once like I started posting like some nudes, like and then they started going semi viral. I don't know. I loved creating. Like it was starting to be fun for me. Like I don't know. Like I love like buying new underwear and like just posting. But like I don't know. Like what made me do it? Like I just think that like I started seeing like okay, you know what? Like this can make me money. Like and
Yeah.
but personally, I love it. Like it's like I wake up every day and like I try to like figure something out. Like how am I gonna do the next pose? Like I just posted on Instagram. Like I always just try to like create. I think it's the creative thing that I like is just like creating like something or like what's the next pose or what am I gonna wear next, you know? But yeah, I just love creating. I love creating. Like that's my thing.
Yeah. I mean, well, of course, I get that. Obviously, like
Yeah.
my whole career has been creating, and it's also I'm the person who's like, if I'm the person who's like, and this is probably going back to stuff we said before. It's like if you don't have your own, if somebody's not gonna like give you a lane, fucking make your
Hmm.
own. Like that's that's
Yeah.
literally my way of doing things. That's why like
Yeah.
this podcast came out of me not getting booked. So I'm like, well, if I'm not gonna get booked, let me do what I can. And like,
Yeah. And see,
I'm like,
like for me, like it was like I started just doing pictures and then like I don't know, like and then now like everything's video as like you know, we're gonna do like a whole video right now. Like everything's video now. So like I don't know now, like I love actually making videos. Like it's like, okay, how am I gonna get like their attraction? Their like you know, it's like everything's about the audience. So like I don't know, like the whole like just creating, like just how you're creating this. Like I don't know, I
yeah,
just think like I think that's what it is for me. Yeah.
work. So what's the freakiest thing that you've been asked to do or you have done while filming?
Oh my God. Cut the cameras, that ass. Okay, you know, okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. It's okay. I'm gonna be real. So okay, so I was doing okay. I went to LA. I got flew out. I filmed with this really sexy guy. He does porn. His name is Cesar. And the video's on X too. Like if you want to see it. But yeah, I filmed with him, and then I filmed with the other couple boys, and they're all so hot. And then there was this new boy, and he came into the house because like we filmed at Cesar's Caesar's house, and then he had no idea what like how filming works because us like when we're there like we're ready to go like cleaned out like ready to film cameras lights and then I have when I go to LA I already have like my friend that does my videos he comes he films for me and he just helps me out. Like he'll grab my phone and he'll film. So I had to do a scene, girl, where like I don't know, he just felt really nervous. So I had to do a scene where like basically like, I was like sucking him off, and girl, when I'm telling you that shit stinks so fucking bad, girl, I felt so bad because I couldn't tell him like it stank. And tell me why after we finished filming, Caesar, my friend, who was like, "Girl, I could smell that shit from like not even far away," and everyone was talking. It was just so funny how everyone like knew like what was wrong because I just didn't want to say anything, you know. But a lot of people have been telling me like, "Dude, you just need to speak up, like use your words." And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like I'm a bitch, but like I don't like to be like I don't know. It's just so, but it was so hard for me to like because I have to be like cute on camera and like like have your dick in my mouth, and I'm just like, fuck, like, how do I do that when your dick fucking smells and like I can't even do this? But it was just so awkward. It was hard but I ended up just like stopping because I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't have. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I couldn't do
See, this is the
it.
thing. I don't get this. Like, again, motherfuckers are stupid, but it's like, at least for me, is like, because I'm versed, but like I primarily bottom. But it's like
Yeah,
when dudes act like they're like when you talk about this, so like I make dudes eat my ass before they fuck me. Like you're not fucking me.
yeah.
You're not if you're not eating my ass, you're not fucking me. Like that's how I am. It's like
Yeah.
they're like, I'll do it as long as it's clean. I'm like, you don't think I'm gonna get in the fucking shower before we have sex? Like
Dude,
what?
like
Do you think I was raised in a barn? Like the fuck? Like
bottoms,
seriously?
no. It's just that he was probably a top, and no, he just looked. I don't know. He looked kind of tweaked out. Like it was weird. Like I just like he was awkward, but he was like barely getting into the whole like OF scene, and we were just like, okay, cool. Like and like a lot of like what we do is like we get people that already have like a following, like Caesar. Like we had all these. Like, they're all cute, you know. And then this one, I didn't know who he was. He had a semi well following. And I honestly didn't even tag I didn't well he tagged me in the video. I didn't even like retweet his video because I was just so like, girl, like I didn't even like working with you. This shit was trash. But yeah, like, it just was like not cute. I mean, but it was like a foursome. Like there was like two guys on one, other two guys there, and then like they made me I just hate how they made me do it. Like, why me? This is what happens when I'm so nice. It's us part of being cancers. We're just so fucking nice.
Yeah,
But
I'm nice. Well, I also feel like some people may think I'm a bitch. Is it? Well, this is my thing. I'm opinionated. Like this is another thing about me.
yeah,
It's like I'm as I said. I'm like I I I do not believe in rewarding people who suck. Like I'm
yeah,
the person who's like, again, if you suck and I think you suck, I'm gonna tell you that I think you suck. Like
yeah.
there's like one time there's an artist on here who I've booked who like I reached out to interview them a second time, and then I heard their like most recent single, and I'm like, wow, this person really sucks, and they didn't get asked back on. I'm like, nope. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit there like you think that you're this amazing singer, and I heard where the vocal producer like had to
yeah,
auto tune your fucking voice because you couldn't hit the notes. Like, fuck that.
that's crazy. Uh,
So, what's your dating life been like?
my dating life. I knew that question was gonna come.
You should have known
Ah,
all of these questions.
fuck. I'm dating, but I just feel like okay. I feel like my life. Okay, so if you know, like I have a YouTube channel. Like I'm very public with my life, what I do. I put
Yeah,
so much on the internet. I just want to keep that like private for me because like I don't know, and it's crazy because the guy that I'm talking to, like he wants to put himself out there already, but like I don't want to do that. Like I just feel like I'm so out there like with what I do that like personally I just want to keep that private. And I don't want to ruin our like what we have going on right now.
right.
So personally like I just rather keep my relationship just like private. But yes, I'm talking to somebody. but I just don't want to put it out there.
See, my thing is, it's nice that you can be in a position where like you can do
Yeah,
that because the thing is like,
yeah. Because he doesn't film with me or anything. Like he doesn't do like OF, none of that stuff.
well, my thing is I was gonna talk about me. It's like the thing is with me, like granted, whenever I go out in drag. So it's like granted, it's not everybody, but it's like, is there a spectacle caused when I go out? Of course. Like
Yeah,
again, 6'3", I'm in a wig, like I'm in heels, I'm in fishnets. It's like I'm hard not to pay attention to. Like I'm not
yeah,
saying that to be like arrogant. I'm just saying that like I know that I attract people's attention. It's like
yeah,
so any man who's gonna like be with me, if we're like kissing in a bar, it's like it's not like I'm gonna be able to do that secretly. It's
yeah.
not like I'm just gonna blend in with everybody. It's gonna be like, oh, who's that? But okay, so I do have a friends with benefits
Okay.
who is making it complicated with me because he wants to commit,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, he also is saying like, I know you're moving to Detroit and I want to move to Orlando. And I'm like, he's like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, we'll figure it out while I'm here. And once I move, either we'll say goodbye to each other,
Yeah,
which is gonna be rough because we've been like romantic having sex and everything for years, for 5 years now, so it's not gonna be easy. But
yeah,
it's like either we'll do that or we'll do long distance and we'll figure it out. But
yeah.
he's just he's being so
Ah,
indecisive.
bro,
But
that's really hard. I could never do distance.
well, what do you how hard is it gonna be to do distance? It's not like
I'm horny. I get like horny. I'm being so open right now. I
you
just
you you film content. How can you get
well, like
horny film a fucking video? Like it's not that
true, true. You're right. I
well
don't know.
my
I was.
thing
It's so funny. I was talking to my person, and I was telling him like it's so funny because like if we didn't live in this, if we he didn't live here, or like I would be fine with just like I mean like if he lived like let's just say like he lived in California and I lived here, I just couldn't do it. Like I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's a cancer in me. Like I just like I if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'm gonna be in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like I can't like. But I mean, I don't know. For each
uh,
your own, you know. I mean, if it works out, I want it to work out for you. I just feel like for me, it's hard, like especially because I'm alone. So if I'm
right.
gonna just be alone, I'm gonna be alone. You know. I don't know. Let me
My
just be a
thing
hoe.
is my thing is I get that. And it's like the thing
Yeah.
was he wants to move to Orlando and it's like I already know I don't want to move back to Orlando because it's like I lived there for 4 years. There's a reason I haven't tried to move back because it's like the place that I used to perform at isn't open anymore. It's like their gay bars are like dwindling down. I'm like, there's not much to do in Orlando. Like
Yeah.
outside of like the parks and like the theme parks and like other stuff, there's Orlando's like boring. Like
No, I feel like you just been. I mean, like that's how it is with me too. Like I just feel like I'm just done with Portland. Like I've just done everything. Like, do you feel like you've done everything in Orlando?
uh everything that I've wanted to do because this is the thing. Orlando is not a music city.
Gotcha.
That's why I say like Detroit is a music city. Like
Yeah, yeah,
if you want to make moves, you need to be some people would say like go to New York, go to LA. First of all, New York and LA already have too many people
yeah.
trying to do
It's
stuff.
too. Yeah, yeah. I don't honestly think LA wouldn't work, but Detroit, yeah, yeah.
Well, no, I know LA wouldn't work because I'd say the wrong thing to the wrong person, and then I'd never get invited back to
Well,
any
it would
parties.
work, but I just like, but like, kind of like how you said, there's just like too many people.
There's too many people, and it's like
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to sit there and be like, go to these like parties. This is the thing. I'm not really like I don't like love going out unless I'm performing. Like I do it
Same.
some
Oh my God, we're the same. I literally am the same way too.
it's like I will do it, but it's like
Yeah, same.
I'd rather like or I'd say either if I'm performing or if I'm going to support somebody that I know.
Yep, same. Exactly the same way.
Because like other than that, just going out to a bar. And the thing is like now
Like we don't show up
eh,
if we're not getting paid.
well or like a chance to meet with somebody. So like
Yeah.
I met with or I've interviewed with one of the top go-go bookers in Wilton.
Mm.
And like the thing is my special friend's now trying to be a go-go dancer in Wilton. I'm like, listen, this guy wants me to go on his podcast, and I'm like, listen, I'm like, if you really want to like talk to him, the next time I'm down in Fort Lauderdale, you find a way to take time off of work and you come with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if as long as he'll like let me bring you with me, I'm like, I already know him, like,
Yeah.
but I don't want to like. I don't want to be. This is bad to say. I don't want to be the one to tell him where it's like, he's good, but I don't think he fits the aesthetic of the dancers that I've seen in Wilton. I think he's
Mm.
amazing, but like, I mean, it's not. I don't. Of course, I can't think anything bad about him. He's my baby. Like,
Yeah. I have a question.
yeah.
With your like booth thing, like um how is it like with like is he cool with like what you want to do? Like is he supportive? Like how is that like with you? Like because with
Abs-
me, yeah, how does it?
he wants. Yeah, of
Does he
course,
want to
because
be
he's
part of your like let's say if you blow up, right? Like and cameras, everything like would he be cool with all that?
I think so. Like, this is the
Period.
thing. This thing. He wants to be a rapper as well. So I'm like,
Oh, that's cute.
so
Oh,
it's like I don't want to be that like cliche showbiz couple, but it's like yeah, it's like
that's cute. I like that.
and the thing is, I had to. This is the other reason why I want to make it work with him. I told him everything,
Yeah.
like I've been raped and sexually assaulted, and I'm like,
I'm so sorry.
thank you.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
like
cool.
that's the thing where it's like now that I've gone through all of this shit with you, I really don't want to have to go through this with another man because it's like
Yeah.
it's easy, but it's like also not it's not easy and like I feel like
Hmm.
with the next guy it's like if I have to like just like hand him my album I'd be like listen to this track and you'll figure
Listen to the
I'm
song.
like yeah just listen to this because this is the thing
Yeah.
on my song rape I literally like went through just like my song "Don't Touch Me," where I talk about being sexually assaulted. I go through the like whole experience in the song.
That's hard. Yeah, like it's like you relive it.
It's you relive it, but it's
Yeah.
also you have to relive it to like let it out.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay,
That's
well,
good though. Like he's supportive.
yeah, that's the thing. That's why he said he's like when he's like, I understand you want to go to Detroit, but I don't want to stop you from your dream. And I'm like,
Oh, my heart.
yeah,
That's cute.
it's so hard. He's
Yeah.
he's someone I will say this. He will always be special to me because he's the the first man ever that I've like came from
Hmm.
topping with. So
Hmm.
it's like that'll always be special to me. And like when he was bottoming for me, bitch, he was ambitious. Like after he got one load, he kept on going. I'm like, I don't know if you can get more than one load, man. And he got two more out of me. I'm like, wow.
Oh my god.
I
That's crazy. I love it.
well, no, I
Yeah.
can handle it too. Like he'll just
See,
like
I'm
keep
like,
his dick in. He'll keep his
yeah.
dick in and like just drop it, drop as many as he can
Oh
before I have to like
shit.
tap out. Yeah.
Yes. I feel like I'm entering this top era just because I'm trying to change my content up. It's been like so much bottom. So I want to go into the whole like top era, but I don't know. Like I'm so like I don't know. I love bottoming so much, but like I also feel like my fans want to see top as well. So it's like going through that transition. It's gonna be like a
Well,
little
okay. If you're having difficulty topping, this would be my advice to you.
yeah.
Is have the bottom ride your dick.
Mhm. Okay.
Because that's what
Because
I
everyone
found was
tells
the
me like you
easiest.
have a nice, and I'm just like thank you, but I just don't use it a lot. So I'm just like cool. But a lot of fans will request like that a lot, and I'm just like okay, because I told myself this year I'm gonna do a lot of that stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah. Because it's like that way it puts them in control, which I like. Especially because
Yes.
you're used to bottoming. It's like that way
Yeah.
it's like you could be kind of like a submissive top and let the bottom take control. It's like which
I love that.
everyone's like dom top energy. Go fuck all the way off, bitches. Like
Yeah. No, seriously.
so, what's your relationship to drugs and alcohol?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I just stopped smoking weed like 2 months ago. So good for me. But don't like don't really have like an experience with drugs and stuff. It's always around me though because I'm in the strip industry, so like it's
Yeah,
always there. That's one thing that's like yes, I've experimented with cocaine. I've had my little like when I was young, 21, 22, but not my thing just because it's just like I don't know, just not something like I want to associate myself. I just feel like you start like to like I don't know, like I've seen people like that come and go in the club and like you can start to see like they're not about their bag. So for me it's just like I'm there, make my money and like but trust me girl, it's always being offered to me like all the time when I'm there. Um but I would just smoke weed and like drink my little like tequila and like but I just stopped smoking weed and it's been really really hard for me. Like it's been a struggle. Like literally yesterday I was with my person and I was about
yeah.
to relapse. I was like I want a fucking blunt right now so fucking bad right now. And he's like stop, like you're good, you got this. And but no, but yeah, I think that's like all like that's my little but yeah.
See, my thing is,
Do you smoke weed?
I I barely drink now because like the thing is like when I perform, I'm like the one bitch who performs sober because it's like
Yeah.
I had a night where I was getting handed drink after drink after drink after drink, and then
Oh,
I had to go get in my car. And then I got in my car and I had to drive an hour home.
yeah.
And about 45 minutes into the drive, I got pulled over by a cop.
Hmm.
And as I always say, luckily my dad saved me. Otherwise, I would have gotten a DUI. So that pretty much
Yeah.
stopped me from drinking when I was performing. And also, as we pointed out, being a singer, it's better for me not to drink when I'm performing anyway because alcohol dries out your vocal cords.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like, so that's that. I mean, I'm not completely sober, but like, I just don't
Yeah, yeah.
drink as much.
Yeah, no, same here with me. Like, I feel like ever since I stopped smoking weed, which is now leading to another addiction, which I hope not, but like I'm drinking a lot more. But it's just because like I'm at work, so it's like I can't smoke weed anymore. So I'm just like trying to like fight it. But even yesterday, you know how I was telling you like I was super drunk eating Taco
Yeah,
Bell and I was watching your video. I was just
yeah,
like I was like I kept telling myself I'm gonna feel like shit tomorrow, and I did feel like shit. Like I just started to feel depressed because I suffer from depression and anxiety, like panic attacks.
right,
That's why I
right.
stopped smoking weed because there was a lot of time. Well, I'm gonna get like a little deeper now. I was
Yeah.
going to the ER a lot because I was having like
Oh,
really bad panic attacks,
oh
and
wow.
um and I felt like I couldn't breathe they wanted to put me on medication, and I just didn't want to do it. So I just stopped like cold turkey weed, and it's crazy because you think about like what the hell, like it's just weed. But for me, like I just hated the fact that like it made me feel paranoid all the time, and I just like I couldn't do it anymore. I was just doing it because I was bored, and also I was drinking a lot. So, and I also hated going to the ER for no damn reason, and then everybody
Right.
making me look like I'm crazy. And then I had a little issue with like, oh, I need an Ativan, and then it just was just like a roller coaster. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stop the weed, and but yeah.
See, my thing is I haven't really ever been into drugs. The only thing I got like addicted to, so
Mhm.
I have bone spurs in the heels of both of my feet. So
Yeah.
for people who don't know that, what happens is when you have bone spurs, if you like stand too long or if you walk too long,
Yeah.
it feels like somebody's stabbing you in the foot with a
Ouch.
knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like before I was on health insurance and before I got to the doctor to like cope with the pain, I was taking 18 to 24 ibuprofen a day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See,
And
that's
like
so. Go ahead.
the thing is with that is like what people are like not only is that bad for your organs, but you constantly feel sick because like
Yeah.
you're abusing your body, but you also can't deal with the pain because the pain hurts.
So bad.
It's just like a recurring cycle. So it's like once I got, and the thing is like ibuprofen isn't even addictive. It's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I was like completely good
Yeah.
until about a month ago
Mm.
because it was I was reducing it down. I reduced it down, but I was still taking it every day, which is not good for you. So it's like that's what
Yeah.
I had to stop. When it's like it's not as even though it's like just ibuprofen, it's like it's not as easy as people
Yeah. It's
think
not
it
easy
is.
because yeah, it's not. See, that's hard. See, my when how my mom passed away was she had a so when my brother passed, she got really depressed, and like she already had pain. Like she was doing ibuprofen too,
Yeah.
but she just kept complaining to the doctor like pain. And I knew she had pain, but like it wasn't as bad. So she started fucking around with like oxy, and
See,
and then she just lost, like just seeing my mom like go through that, like it was like a whole different person. Like I didn't even know who she was anymore. And like and then they couldn't prescribe it to her anymore. So then like she just started she took a bottle of like Tylenol, and then that's how she passed because she like was so like desperate, like she needed like pain medication. So it's hard. It's hard.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was hard because when she took all those Tylenol pills, um, she just like she just like passed out, like, and it was really scary.
So was it what like Tylenol PM or was it?
I don't know. From what I know, all I know, if it was just like from when I got to the hospital, she was
Yeah.
already in the ICU. It was crazy.
Okay.
And then they told us that she took in a lot of Tylenol or something like that.
Well, yeah,
So,
because that's the thing where it's like what I do now is, and I only do this
hmm
uh Sunday through Thursday.
okay,
So like this is why when people say like you're addicted to it, no, you're not, because if you were addicted to it, you wouldn't be able to
you took
stop.
it
So like
took it every day, yeah.
what I do is the basically the like the Tylenol PM. I
hmm
take it honestly. Well, I create my own dosage. Again,
Yeah,
bullshit. So like
I'll show you.
I'm taking like I take like 4 every night, but it's like the only reason I do that is so that way it's like I can just knock out at night and like actually fall asleep.
Mhm.
But as I said, that's something I can stop at any time. Like
That's good. That's good.
you know.
Yeah, that's good.
So, what are your thoughts on how the LGBT community is being treated today?
how it is. You know, I just feel like it's so competitive in a way. Like, I feel like we need to be more supportive. It's so like, I don't know, like, just like where I'm from. Oh my God, is my phone dying again? Please don't. Okay. Um,
Well, don't worry,
I
we're
don't,
almost done.
um, no, I just feel like, I don't know, like in what way? Like something that needs to change or like, or,
So just like in general, because like I've had people say this is the thing. I've all when this question, I've gotten a range of answers. I've gotten from nothing needs to change and like where it's as good as we're gonna get to trans people need to be taken care of more. Like I say there's not one right answer to this question. Like
mm. I mean, for me, I just feel like I feel like we're good, but again, like I said, like we just need to be more supportive of everybody. Like just with if anybody like I don't know, just if someone wants to be transgender, they want to be more transgender. If they want to like if they someone wants to be non-binary, they want to be non-binary. Like the whole like pronoun thing. Like I saw that like when
yeah.
Peter asked you that.
Yeah.
And for me, like how I feel about it, it's very like I don't know, I didn't grow up with that. Like for me it was just like that was something that people like created in the whole like pandemic. But I support it, like, like me, like I'm like whatever. But I don't know, I just feel like we're good. I just feel like we have to be more supportive with everything.
And it's also because like I didn't ask Peter his age, but I'm pretty sure Peter's younger than we are. So like
Yeah.
that wasn't nobody
Yeah.
cared. Like shit, we were alive during the time back when
Yeah.
people used to use the T word on like comedy specials.
Yeah.
And like on I remember the A-List New York, Austin Armacost used it to describe it to describe I think he was talking about peppermint and
Mhm.
it's like and it's like it's like you look at that and that was like 2011. It's like you were to do that now, you would nobody would hire you.
Yeah, I
So it's
know,
like
for sure.
so it's like we were alive back then. So it's like now all this stuff, but granted,
But I have to be careful with what I say. Because I know, like, when you ask me that question, I'm trying so hard not to say certain things because I don't want to get canceled. But like, just the whole like pronoun thing, like, I'm not saying like I don't support it. Like,
right.
I just like I to each their own. For me, like, I mean, I feel like I'm she sometimes, like, even though I'm masculine, but that's just because I do feel like I'm feminine as fuck, like, and I fuck with it. Like, I love it. Like I feel like that's who JJ is. Like when I'm dancing, when like my alter ego, JJ is very femme, very like that. And then outside of when I'm not like when the switch is off, like and I'm just Swan, like I'm very masculine, like very like it's just weird how that works. But I don't know, I just feel like everyone just needs to be very supportive. I feel like we're good. But I just feel like when
And
things yeah.
the thing is also I don't want to bring this up too much because I know this is a divisive topic. It's also the fact that like you're of Middle Eastern descent, so it's like you already
Mhm.
have another problem to deal with. I'm not
Mhm.
saying just like in the LGBT community. I'm talking about in general, especially how do I say this? I'm gonna say for the like Israeli Palestinian conflict. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but it's like there's so
Yeah.
much like people going both ways, and
Yeah.
it's like I am. It's problematic because it's like so many people are like for war and all that, and it's like my thing is I'm like this isn't the solution. Like
Yeah.
we need to find a diplomatic, peaceful. Because I'm a peaceful person. I'm not a war person. That's why like I say this with somewhat shame. Back when I first came out of the closet, I used to be a Republican. Now I cringe at that. It's like because they
Mhm.
are so like for war, and I'm like I was never. the person who's like, yeah, let's go kill those motherfuckers. Like that's not me. I'm
Yeah.
not like, I'm more like, let's find diplomatic peace way to do everything. But it's like, just
Yeah.
to the point that I'm saying is like, I don't know how it is in Portland, but it's like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people being
Yeah. Oh yeah.
divisive with
Um,
that.
I feel like, see, like, okay, like when I started to grow a platform and I was being very silent, I was getting canceled really bad. And even more because I'm Mexican. Like, people were coming for me because I was being very, very silent. And I didn't like, and it's not even that I was silent, I wasn't educated. So I had to educate myself a little bit and, like, okay, you know. But over here, it's very like that. Like, and it kind of intimidates me a little bit, but I just also made me realize, okay, you know what? I need to educate myself a little bit more. Like Peter, that's why I love him because he's very like let's he has taught me a lot about that stuff. So um that's why like he's very about the community, and that's one thing like I like about him. He always does things like that to help the community and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just think that like over here it's a lot more like intense, like very intense.
See, the one of the things I will say this before we get to the last question, what I like love about Peter is like,
Hmm.
I see a little bit of that like thing in me where it's like Peter's not afraid of pissing somebody off. Like
No.
that is my thing where it's like, in
Hmm.
terms of that like music video idea I had, I know people are gonna get pissed off, and like my response to that is I don't fucking care. It's
Yeah.
my story. It's my story, not yours. Like I
Yep.
don't
Hmm.
fucking care what you think, and like if it offends you, it's like, well, you shouldn't have let this shit happen. In
Yeah.
like your, that's at least my view on
Yeah.
it. And to my final question, what's the biggest misconception about you?
Oh, I like this question. Um, I think that like people just think that I'm just like that person online, like the content creator, the OF boy, like
You know,
that I'm getting fucked every night, every day, or like that I don't have like an actual like heart or personality. But I'm actually really cool. Like, I don't know, I feel like people need to like see me outside of all that and like cause like outside of that girl, like I'm an entrepreneur. Like I sell my stickers. I love creating like I love doing other stuff. Like I'm not just like as much as like that's my job. But I
yeah,
wish people would really get to know me. That's why like I need to do more. I need to get more on my YouTube channel because I feel like I'm just more than just like the press play and like me jacking off and like me getting fucked. But like I feel like I don't know. I just feel like people don't see me as like as just Swam than just JJ, you know. But yeah.
right. So mine was, I have two. One
Hmm.
of them is something that Peter called me, which was, he said I was intimidating, which,
Really?
yeah, he said I was intimidating. I'm like, bitch, I'm nice. Like, I am not intimidating
You know
at
what's
all.
crazy,
Like,
bro? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Hold on. They say cancer. We're like that. I get that told too, and it's just we have that like I don't know. We're just intimidating.
I'm type, well, my thing is like, I'm type A. Like, I'm the person who's like, I'm not one of those. That's why when people want somebody who's like, I want to dominate you, I'm like, who the fuck you think you dominating, bitch? You ain't dominating this motherfucker, no.
Yeah. No, it's so
But
funny because at work I get that told a lot. Like, you look mad or you look intimidating. Like, I actually didn't know that you're actually a nice person. I'm like, well, come up to me, like, or I don't know. It's funny because when I get like noticed at work, like, oh, you're from Twitter, like you're actually really, really nice. I didn't notice. I'm like, damn, like I just may look intimidating. Like you don't look intimidating. I think it's because it's just the cancer thing that we have, but
yeah,
you're not intimidating.
he said it's because of the sunglasses. I'm like, girl,
Peter, I love Peter.
if
Don't take it
it's,
personal.
yeah, and the thing is like, the other thing that people have told me is that I'm shady. I don't think that I'm shady. I will fully admit I am absolutely opinionated. Like,
Mm,
do not ask me my opinion if you do not want to hear it. Like, cause
yeah.
or that's why, like, as I said, going back to untalented people, it's like, and everyone's like gassing up these like untalented people. I'm like, why? I'm
Yeah.
like, going back to Tokyo, it's like what? We don't have enough. I'm gonna say it. We don't have enough faggot thought rappers out there. Like, we need Tokyo to come out here and make. Because that's the other thing. In my view, he's not an artist. Because like all of his
Yeah.
songs are about like twerking and like getting fucked. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you 31 years old, bitch. Like, you've had nothing else happen in your life. Like,
Yeah.
that's why it's like, I'm not saying that you can't have that, but there's got to be a mix.
Yeah. Is that who? Is that like I know I never heard of him, but is that
Well,
like
okay.
all he does, or like, or he's been on TV? You said he's been on TV.
He's been on the show for the love of Dels. He was.
Yeah.
So basically what that show is. It's on Out TV. It's where they're just about to release season 2. So on season 1 there's like, it's like a bunch of older guys and a bunch of like young people go on there to fall in love in Delph Mansion. The show was filmed in Fort Lauderdale. I didn't know that. It's like,
Oh wow.
and they're like, but it's I'm like, first of all, this premise is stupid.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're gonna fall in love on TV?
Yeah.
And it's like, and let me just put it this way: this is the kind of person Tokyo was. So he got in an argument with somebody, and when they weren't like the person wasn't saying what he was like, he literally just started twerking on the table.
Probably did it for the camera.
Exactly. I'm like, somebody's like, that's how he actually is. I'm like,
Yeah.
so
That's
he's
so
a
funny.
child, like.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So anyway, with that being said, I'm so glad we finally got to do this. It's a pleasure getting to meet you.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Yes.
Of course. With that being said, this is Gay Out the City. I'm your host, Prince Electro Diamond, and I hope you enjoyed. And